Good evening. I would like to call the January 6, 2025 Parks and Natural Resources Commission meeting to order. I'm all discombobulated this evening. Tonight's Parks and Natural Resources Commission meeting is currently conducted in person. Members of the public may attend the meeting in person, online via Zoom, or by calling in. Additional instructions on how to participate are posted online at www.burnsvillemn.gov in the public meeting calendar. As usual, tonight's meeting is also available for viewing on BCTV and the city's website. If you're unable to participate this evening and would like to submit public testimony, I encourage you to email your comments to city staff or mail your comments directly to City Hall. Now for tonight's agenda, our first order is the adoption of the agenda. Do any members of the commission have any changes they would like to make to tonight's agenda? No changes from commissioners. Staff, any changes?
Nothing from staff.
Perfect. May I have a motion for the adoption of tonight's agenda?
I so move.
And do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion carries. Our second agenda item tonight is the approval of minutes. We are looking at the approval for the December 2nd, 2024 Parks and Natural Resources Commission meeting minutes. Commissioners, are there any changes to the minutes from last time? No changes. Staff, are there any changes to the meeting minutes?
Nothing from staff.
Perfect. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second?
I second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? And that passes. At this time, if there's any members of the public on the Zoom who wish to speak.
I'm getting nothing from the control room.
All right. Is there anyone present tonight who wishes to speak? All right. Perfect. Thank you. And now we'll move on to the 2024 annual work plan. JJ, would you like to present tonight?
All right, good evening, commissioners. Tonight is about formalizing the plan that we worked so hard on in December to try to create our list of things that we want to hear more about in 2025. So as we get started, I want to remind everybody that the Parks and Natural Resources Commission is an advisory body to the City Council. Our mission of the Parks and Natural Resources Commission is to advise, to guide, and to advocate. There are three areas that our topics can come before us. First of all, that is required updates based on our city-approved plan, policies, or codes. If there are studies or projects that require a recommendation from this body to council to create a change in a park experience, or items requested by you that are then approved by council, and they are relevant to the nature of our commission. So we have 5 items that fit into that category of approved plans, policies, and codes. And on an annual basis, we receive an update on the deer management plan. We serve as a citizen panel to conduct a public hearing on stormwater pollution prevention. We receive a State of the Lakes update every year. And then we also receive an update on our sustainability plan every year. This year, you will also be receiving an update on our, we're 1 year into our parks plan, and so we'll bring back our director, and he'll give you an update on where we're at and what we're doing to live through that document. The next area are studies and projects, and on an annual basis, we review our Parks Capital Plan. This gives you a better understanding of the projects that are coming up each year. We review the annual work plan, which is what we're doing right now, and then we present that to our city council next month. This year, we'll be undertaking a recreation services study. That's going to be a comprehensive look at our programming in our parks and how we're using our parks and how we stack up to our sister cities across the city. And then we're also doing a wayfinding study to make sure we have the right directional signage in our parks or even an update to our wayfinding signs in our parks and around the city. Finally, here is the list of items that you folks requested back in December. These 4 items in front of you will be presented to you at a future meeting, and I believe all 4 of them will be associated with another topic that already exists. So, for example, a better understanding of the buffer surrounding our water bodies will either come as part of our stormwater pollution plan or part of our State of the Lakes plan. So it'll be just rolled into one of the existing plans. You asked for connectivity on our ponds and lakes. You asked for a better understanding of our alomagnet water quality. And then you also asked for a better understanding of solar energy, how the city is using it, and how we can use it better in our parks. Staff is also working on one of the items as a written response that they'll present to you at a future meeting. And that was you were asking for the understanding of endangered species in Burnsville and what we are doing to protect them. So that will come back to you as a written report. There's one item that we don't have a solution for just yet. And commissioners, you asked for a better understanding of the vulnerabilities of our natural resources in the event of a natural disaster or some type of event, some type of major event. And right now, we do not have a person on staff that has a handle on that, but we are working to see if we can find somebody to help present that information. As you know, every year we do a parks tour that tentatively right now is scheduled to happen again in August. We invite all of you, we invite the city council, and we invite members of the city's leadership team to attend that. We go out and look at different projects that are happening across our park system, or natural resources projects, whatever it might be. It's usually a full evening, and we have to hustle from park to park to get in all of the projects. And then the other 2 items are items that you requested. You were looking for more information on waste management landfill and Rudy Kramer mining. It's possible that we can work with them to do a tour of their facilities or possibly even do an off-site meeting so that we can learn directly from them and get the answers directly from them for the questions that you have. So, in summary, you requested 8 items for 2025. 4 of the items will be presented as part of other presentations, as I said. One of the items will potentially be presented back to you as a written report. One of the items is still being explored as to how we can best meet your request. That's the vulnerability of our natural resources. And then 2 items where we're still working with outside agencies to try to accommodate, like I said, through an off-site meeting or through a tour of their facility. And then, as I stated there, in your packet, you received a copy of the work plan that listed a month and a presenter, a staff person that's going to be presenting. I had one of the items listed incorrectly. The connectivity of our ponds and lakes will be presented in September with a stormwater pollution plan rather than in May, as I stated, with our State of the Lakes. So with that, commissioners, I'll ask if you have any questions or comments.
Excuse me. I have a question or a proposed amendment. I would like to request a written response from city staff on Tennessee Park. That includes historical documentation and recording, if that exists, pre-Euro-American settlement, current preservation and conservation efforts, and current upkeep and boundaries, specifically with the looking at the impacts of the new development.
Very good. Noted. I will work with city staff to get you that information at a future meeting.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any other questions? All right. What I need tonight, commissioners, is a motion to recommend to council the approval of our plan. So,
So recommended.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anybody opposed? And it passes. Perfect. Thank you, JJ.
Important to note, and you're all invited to attend the next, the city council meeting on February 4th. Right now, that's when I have it scheduled to be presented to them. And as we get through the next step on our agenda tonight, maybe our new chair will be the person presenting to council on that date.
Surprise. Speaking of, we're going to now move towards our next agenda item, which is the election for chair and vice chair for 2025. JJ, you are speaking again.
Yes, so commissioners, every year we elect a chair and vice chair at this January meeting to serve for 1 year. So the next chair and vice chair will serve through January 2026. As we were discussing earlier, the chair and vice chair help lead the meeting or help us get through the meeting by giving us that direction and leadership. And it's not an extra commitment. There's no extra time involved. And so tonight I am looking for, and I think we had 2 people or possibly just 1 person commit to the role of a chair for 2025, but I'm looking for someone to recommend for approval of this commission, chair and vice chair for the next year. Commissioner Hansel, I believe you spoke up and said you'd be willing.
I'd be willing to step in as the chairperson. It'll be large shoes to fill, and thank you so much for all you've done.
Well, thank you. My feet are quite small. Appreciate.
Commissioners, do we have somebody willing to take on the role of vice chair?
I will take on the role of vice chair.
Oh, you gave in.
Let's not make this awkward.
That's what I do. We already talked about that. Do we have a motion to approve our new chair and our new vice chair?
I so move.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, it passes. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you. And Commissioner Wallman, thank you for 3 or 4 years?
4.
4 years of serving
As
in that
chair.
role as chair. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
And if it ever comes back, I'll be here again. If we can get if they let me. We'll move on now to our next agenda item, which is essentially just the next PNRC meeting is tentatively scheduled for February 3rd. And we're all invited to attend the council meeting on February 4th to support our new chair in presenting the work plan. It isn't that bad at all. Again, it's all written out. You'll be great. You'll be great.
I'd have to do it from Yellowstone. So
Oh, you're out.
that's right.
Oh, interesting. This got way more interesting.
Yes,
Dun, dun.
Cody, you'll get your chance.
Interesting.
you weren't listening, I guess. When I said next month. Yes.
Anything else from staff for this evening?
Nothing else from staff?
All right, short and sweet. And with that, I would like to request a call for the adjournment of tonight's January 6th, 2025 Parks and Natural Resources Commission meeting.
I move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Me, because I don't want to lose my spot, but you know, I'm outvoted, so have a lovely night and stay warm.